Online entrepreneur mindset. What are the differences between the mindset of an online entrepreneur and an offline one? In this video, this is Luca Papa, founder of Digital Coach. I will try to explain you what are the differences and why you have to change your mindset if you want to become a successful online entrepreneur. I've been an online entrepreneur for the last 20-25 years, so a long time ago I began this journey that I'm happy about, because I would never change my status as an online entrepreneur with the status of an offline one, because my idea is that offline entrepreneurs, they work too much, they had to sacrifice themselves too much, so that's something that I don't like. And here comes the first difference between an online entrepreneur and an offline one. We love lifestyle. What I mean, we love lifestyle. For us, it's more important to have a life where we have the freedom to live and work wherever we want, instead of being closed in a store, in a magazine, in an office, in a location, any kind of location in a specific city or town. We want to work wherever we want. So sometimes, for example, I work from the beach, sometimes I work from the mountain, sometimes I work from lakes, sometimes I work from my country, Italy, Milan, my city, sometimes I work from abroad, from Canaries Island, and so on. So we like freedom, we like lifestyle, and we want to be free to stay, work, and live wherever we want. Second thing, we want to digitalize and automate everything that's possible. I mean, while offline entrepreneurs, they work manually, so they repeat continuously some operations with their hands or with their employees, and they have to repeat something. We want to transform everything that you can repeat into an automation through a marketing software or an online software. And we want also to digitalize everything that we can work on, because everything that is physical has to be moved as a cost, is not easy, can be broken, and so on. While every digital asset, like for example a video training, like a PDF, like a book, and so on, everything that that can be digitalized. I mean, you can move it in 1 second. You will never break it. So there are a lot of advantages, and the cost of moving that asset, and also to the cost of replying that asset, is close to zero at the end. So that's very interesting for us, the idea of digitalize and automate everything. Then let's analyze for a moment also growth rates of your company. While my offline entrepreneurs, students and friends, sometimes they are happy if they are growing like 15%, if they have an EBITDA margin of 50%, 20%. I mean, based on 100 or 1 million, for example, $1 million revenues, they are happy if they have an EBITDA of, for example, 200,000. For us as digital entrepreneurs, we are not satisfied with that kind of good result for an offline business. I aim at least at 40%, but usually I aim to double my business in 2 or 3 years, to double at least the business, because we know that our business are more scalable than offline business. So our mindset is always a mindset for growing. Let's go to the market. Usually the offline entrepreneur think about his local market, my region, my city, my area. An online entrepreneur never think about a city, a town, an area. always think about at least the national level. In my case, for example, in national level, at least Italy. But a good online entrepreneur think about the international environment. So the global market, not just the local one. And that's what happens when you are a real online entrepreneurs. You want customers from different countries. You want customers that are better because in the countries they will value your product more than other potential customers. So that's what you want. Then let's go to product range. Usually in the offline business, entrepreneurs when they come to us before we help them to restructure everything, they have a product range very huge, usually huge, because once a customer comes into your store, you want to sell him as many things as possible. In the online world, we try to be the leader of a specific niche as an entrepreneur. This is our mindset. We want to be leader somewhere, somehow, in something. Because it's better to be the leader of a small market than be one of the many competitors in a big market. So that's what we want, to become leader in something. And in order to achieve this goal, we usually try to create extraordinary products and services. Something that really is amazing, where I can compete on an international level with that kind of positioning, because I'm really strong at I'm really good at what I'm doing. So if you want to become a successful online entrepreneur, you have two options with us, with Digital Coach. You can ask us to join our digital coaching programs, where you can be coached to become a successful entrepreneur through our model that is called Digital Scale Up methodology. So you will follow training, procedures, processes, coaching sessions, and you will follow our guidelines to follow the methodology that will bring you online and will create a successful business online for you in your specific business. Second option, if you want more from us, you can also apply for becoming a franchisee in our business model. We also help aspiring digital entrepreneur to realize their dream. How? Joining our franchise online, where we provide you not only marketing and sales capabilities, but also products, services, the brand, everything you need to become a successful entrepreneur comes for us. This is the franchising options if you want to do something more radical in your life. Okay, so just ask our a free consultation. You can fill in a contact form and we'll be glad to talk with you. Bye bye, Luca.